morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to Cuber Dennis. Cuber Dennis was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and I have a neat review for you of another beginner's drone. This is the DEERC mini drone. If just looking at it, see with its protected propellers, you can tell this drone is meant for beginner flyers, folks. Mainly for beginner flyers to learn to fly with. More or less, this is very good to learn to fly with because of this. You can learn to fly mainly indoors, also with this. Whenever you see these type of ring type propeller guards with cages on top, they're generally best to be flown indoors. The reason being, wind tends to buffet these propeller guards outdoors and can make it difficult to fly in any type of breeze. But indoors, these are great flyers, these type of drones. I'm going to see whether I can fly this outdoors also, just to show you the difference between indoor and outdoor flying. Maybe it'll prove me a liar. Maybe this is a great drone outdoors. We'll find out when we take it outdoors. But let's talk more about it. It is a micro drone, very lightweight, 52 grams total, which means that this drone does not require registration in most countries. However, it does have a 720p HD camera on it, and there are some countries that if you got it doesn't matter if you got a toy drone, if you got a camera on it, you got to register it. But most countries, no, including the United States. No, this does not require registration because of its weight. It's well under 250 grams at only 52 grams total. Another reason, there's a reason why I was interested in this particular drone, is it has some features on it, actually, toy grade features, but fun features all the same, that I haven't seen on other drones, and one of them is Boomerang Mode and Circle Fly Mode. This supposedly can fly circles all by itself, and also if you press the on-off switch 2 times rapidly, that puts it into Boomerang Mode, and you can just hand toss it, and the drone will supposedly fly like a boomerang and come back to you, and you can hand catch it. We'll try that downstairs in the indoor flight test facility a little bit later to see how that works out. Other things about it, it is a brush motor drone. Being a beginner's drone, a low-cost beginner's drone, you're going to expect to see brush motors on this. What that means is these motors will eventually fail with time. This drone is not meant to last forever. Okay, these drones motors will fail in time, but generally you can find replacement motors for these, as they are normally generic style. I'm looking at these right now, and I'm guessing they're 7/16 size motors just by looking at them. But again, brush motors will eventually fail, so expect that. This is powered by a 3.7 volt 550 milliamp hour battery. Okay. It is not a generic battery, so you are going to have to buy replacement batteries for this from the company. But it does come with two total of 2 batteries for you here, so you do get a spare when you do purchase the drone. Now notice it is charged through a micro USB port. Now do not use a regular micro USB cable. Use the provided charger that comes with the drone to charge this. The reason being, this is not a smart battery. If you charge this using a phone wall charger cable, USB wall charger cable, there is a chance that you will overcharge it and damage the battery. Okay, that can be dangerous actually. Use the provided charger because it does have a limiter, a voltage limiter right here, so that when this does reach full charge, the charging will stop. But even then, don't leave a LiPo battery unattended when charging. In fact, they provide you with a little manual on LiPo batteries. I recommend reading this before you start charging the battery, because charging LiPo batteries can be risky if you don't know what you're doing, or if you walk away and forget you're charging them. Don't do that. Okay. Other things about it, these batteries will, with a 550 milliamp or 3.7 volt, it's supposed to give it about 7 minutes of flight time. I don't know if that's true yet. We'll find out when we go down in the basement and fly it. We'll see how well that works out. Now I mentioned it has a 720p HD camera. Okay, let's put a battery back in so it looks normal while we're doing it. By the way, these batteries just snap in and snap out of place. They slide in, and it has 2 little hooks on each side, pinch hooks, and you pinch it and snap it in place like so. Now I did mention a 720p HD camera. There is no SD card slot on the drone for recording. The recording of photos and videos is done strictly on your phone. Okay, this transmits the video and photos to your phone using a Wi-Fi signal from the drone to your phone. Your phone picks it up, picks up that Wi-Fi signal, and then uses an app to interpret that signal and convert it to video that you can view on your phone, video and photos. And you can also record your phone. Now that video is recorded on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Very common Wi-Fi, so you don't have to worry about 802.11 AC Wi-Fi or 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. It doesn't apply with this drone. This drone strictly uses 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, and that's available on nearly all phones, so keep that in mind. Now I mentioned the flight modes of this. It has altitude hold built into it, so it automatically maintains its altitude. It also has headless mode, so you can fly this, put it in headless mode, and it doesn't care which direction it's pointed. You can always get, forward, back, right, or left. It makes it easier for beginner flyers to fly in headless mode. But I mentioned it has boomerang function. Again, you activate that by pressing this rapidly, the on-off switch rapidly 2 times, and then tossing it, and it's supposed to fly back to you. I don't know how well that works, but we'll see. But it also has flip feature, so you can do flips, good old flips. Again, I always mention this, if you're going to do flips, try to limit those flips, because those do stress motors doing flips. You don't want to burn out these motors prematurely. So do maybe 1 or 2 per flight. Don't do them excessively, or you will be replacing motors. And also it has circle fly, where this flies around in a circle all by itself without you providing any input, just pressing a button. So that's pretty neat too. Other things about it, it is well lit. In fact, let's turn it on and see if we can see the lights here. But okay, I figured it out. I was doing it wrong, but you need to press this down and hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds, and that turns on the lights. The lights are available in several different modes that you can switch through the controller. I don't have batteries in the controller yet, but those modes include, let's see, diagonal, where it flashes diagonally, clockwise flashing, front lights off, and all lights on, like it is right now. So this looks really cool at night, as you can see here, folks, but that's the idea. Make it look cool at night for kids to fly. They'll enjoy this one. So, okay, we talked about the lights. Let's talk about what you get in the box. You get the instruction manual. Very good, written in English. I recommend reading it before flying. It helps you learn all the features of the drone and how to use them. You get a manual going over the use of LiPo batteries. I recommend reading this. If you're not familiar with lithium polymer batteries, read that to learn about the warnings and what you need to do to charge this particular battery. Always use this charger that's provided with the drone to charge that. Do not charge these batteries with your own cable, or you may overcharge them and damage them, or worse. Okay, these can catch fire if you're not careful, if you're not doing it properly. So if you overcharge it. Other things you get a screwdriver for changing the propellers. You get a full set of spare propellers and a propeller wrench to remove those propellers. That's what this little thing here is. It pries them off. So these are just held on by friction. However, I don't see you changing these propellers very often because they're very well protected. Okay, but I guess it is possible to damage a propeller, so you get a full set of spare propellers. You get the controller, and the controller's labels, most of them it's well labeled for photos. You take a photo by pressing this button here. You start and stop videos by pressing this button here. You can adjust trim on the drone by holding the photo button down and then adjusting the trim right, left, forward, and back like so. You can do flips with the drone by pressing this button here and then telling it which direction to flip by moving the step forward and backward. You can change the rates of the drone by pushing in on this stick here. That makes a drone fly faster or slower, especially if you're going to fly outdoors on a wind. If there is wind, you are probably going to need to go the highest rate to fly in the wind. I don't know how well this flies in the wind, but we'll find out. It does have automatic takeoff and automatic landing by pressing this button here. You can do that circle flying by pressing and holding the video button down here. And you can turn the lights and switch the lights modes by a quick press of this button here. Or you can enter into headless mode by holding down this button here. Again, with the controller, you get a holder for your phone that you can put your phone in to hold your phone while watching the video feed to your phone. And this other plug here is in case you don't want to use the FPV video, just fly for fun, just put this one in there and fly it as such. So that is what you get with the DEERC mini drone. Let's take it down in the basement and see how it flies. So hope you enjoy this flight, folks. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and welcome to the Quadcopter 101 indoor flight test facility for the flight of the little DEERC mini drone here. The first thing we need to do is turn it on, and to turn it on, we need to hold down this on-off switch for about 2 seconds, and then we get the lights flashing like so, and we put it on a flat level surface, then turn on the controller like so, controller on, and then bind it to the drone by up-down on the throttle. When you see the double flash like that, we are connected. Now the next thing to do, I need to connect the Wi-Fi signal from the drone to my phone. Look for that. I'm going to look for the signal from the drone to the phone. It says DEERC FPV. That's the signal. And then connect it to the phone, and then I open the app, and I'll be able to view that video on the app after I connect the Wi-Fi. So hold on while I do that, folks. Okay, this is the DE FPV app available on Google Play and iTunes. And to take off, actually, let me start recording video too. By a quick press of the video recording button. That should get it going. And it blinks. And we are recording. To take off, I think all I need to do is press this on-off, or this automatic takeoff button. And I was right. And it's drifting a little far forward, so I'm going to hold down the trim button, or the photo button, and then move back one. To the right, also to the right. Twice, back, to the right, back, too far to the right. Okay, bringing it back. And so we're trimmed up now. Let's turn it around. Fly toward us. Going up a little bit higher. Bringing it in close. Boy, it's a stable little thing, ain't it? Very stable. Let's just look at it there. Well, very easy to fly. Nice and gentle. One forward, bring it around. Let's try those different lights. Pressing the light button once, and we get diagonal flashing. I don't know if you can see that or not. Diagonal flashing. Pressing it again, we get rapid clockwise flashing. One more time, back light is the only one on. Pressing one more time, all off. Pressing one more time, all on. And I kind of like the clockwise. Let's do that. Okay, so let's try a flip. Flip button. And up, and it does a flip. How about a left flip? Bring it closer. How about a forward flip? And how about a back flip? And it does all flips nicely. How about circle fly? Let's hold this circle fly button down. There's its circle fly, folks. I'm not doing anything. It does it pretty well. This is a nice drone for beginners, especially for kids. Turning off circle fly. Okay, you know what I want to try, and I haven't tried yet? Let's land it. Automatic landing. We got to try that flip feature. Okay, actually, let's fly it a little bit more before I do that, because I'm going to have to hand fly it without using the controller. But what else can we get with the controller while we're flying with the controller? Take it to the air one more time. Let's see here. I haven't done headless mode. Let's activate headless mode by holding the light button down. And now, it doesn't matter what direction I'm pointing. I'm pointing it toward me. If I push forward, it still flies away. Pull back, it flies toward me. And if I can even pirouette and fly the drone. And notice that it beeps when it's in headless mode, to let you know it's in headless mode. So, pretty easy to fly, even in headless mode. That's a cool looking little drone, ain't it? Neat! From DEERC. I think they're another company similar to Holy Stone. Let me turn off headless mode, by the way, holding that button down. And now I'm going to turn it off, or land it, because I want to do the boomerang flights. Okay, so stopping the video recording, if it was recording, it is, by holding this button down here. Or actually, I got to do a quick, that was long press, I turned it headless mode. Quick press stops video recording, and video recording is stopped. Okay, what I'm going to do next, folks, is I am turning off the drone by holding down a button here. And we're going to do 2 quick presses of the drone. Okay, to turn it on and off, normally you hold the button down for 2 seconds. But for this, what we're going to do next here, this boomerang mode, you got to do 2 quick presses. 1, 2. Okay, maybe it's got to be longer. Okay, it's flashing. That means, okay, we're on boomerang mode. That's it. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try. Okay, I read the directions a little more closely. Regarding this boomerang mode, you got to turn it on first by holding it like so. Then you got to hold it with the front end pointing away from you. Okay, and then you got to press with the front end pointed away from you. You got to press this on-off switch 2 times. It's kind of awkward to do, but 2 times. 1, 2. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2. Okay, we're in. There we go. Boomerang mode. Let's try that. We're still in boomerang mode. That's cool. Let's try that again. Boomerang mode. I am getting a kick out of this one. Okay, notice how the lights are flashing very brrr, brrr, like that. That lets you know you're in boomerang mode. Uh-oh. Going around the pole, around the stanchion. Got it. This is a kick, folks. I'm getting a kick out of this. Let's try that again. Got it. So yeah, kids are going to love this. Kids are going to love this a lot. Let's do that again. I'm not getting it. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, it's still flashing. The head's got to be pointed away from you to work. Remember that, folks. Point the head away from you and then toss it like that. And that one didn't work properly. Let's try it one more time. Okay. Now, I don't recommend doing this on a hardwood floor. You know, do this on a carpeted area because obviously it's going to crash every once in a while. Right now, it doesn't know which way's forward. I'm going to have to probably restart it to do such. But okay, that's boomerang mode. And I tested the lights. I demonstrated everything. Headless mode, flips. What else haven't I demonstrated? I think I demonstrated everything so far. Let's take it outdoors now and see if it flies outdoors. So hope you enjoy the second part of this flight. Good morning, Quadcopter 101, and welcome to the outdoor flight of the DEERC FPV drone. Okay, I already have it connected to the drone. In fact, I got to turn on Mobazin so you can see what I'm seeing here on the screen. So starting recording on Mobazin. 3, 2, 1. Mobazin is recording. Okay, and also starting the video recording on the drone. So the drone is now recording, and we should be ready to take off. So automatic takeoff. Actually, it's going to higher rate. So second, we got 3 rates. So I'm going to go to second rate, see how that works, and then if needed, I'll go to third rate. So automatic takeoff. Let's see how it flies outdoors. There is a little wind. Doesn't seem to care. Actually flies very well, even with the wind. So with that in mind, let's turn it and go up a bit higher and show the neighborhood. Way up. This is actually a nice flyer. Going to third rate because it is getting a little breezier as we go up higher. So that's its camera, folks. The wind's blowing from my back, so I'm flying toward the wind now. And coming lower, 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 lower. And bring it around the cul-de-sac here. So let's see if we can do some flips while we're out here. Indoor flip. Yeah, there's a good breeze at my back right now. It's still flying in it, so don't care. I'm surprised actually, folks. I thought this would be a dog in the wind, but it's not. It's a good breeze. It's still flying in it. I just don't care. Going up higher. Beautiful day today, ain't it? Easter Sunday. Going into the wind, coming down from up there. And coming back down. Trying to come back down. Reducing throttle, reducing throttle. Now it descends rather slowly, so keep that in mind, folks. So Don't go too high with this, because if you don't know what you're doing, it may blow away. It may blow away on you, and that would be sad. Let me get off the street for a second here. Going back into my yard. So neat little drone. Bringing it forward, forward, forward. Going around. Flip it. And flipped it. Do flips. I didn't know you could do 2 flips, but it can do it. Going down the cul-de-sac, coming around. Cool little drone. So yeah, that boomerang feature, let's try that thing out while we're out here. Gonna land it, gonna land it. I want to try the boomerang. Actually, so we're gonna disconnect from the, let me stop the video recording first. Video recording should be stopped. And we're going to turn off the drone, and over here in the grass we're going to try that boomerang feature. So hold on while I do that, folks. Turning off the controller also. Okay, with the drone turned on, let's do those. I can't see the lights, but I'm trying to see if I can get it into that mode. Okay. Maybe you got to turn it back off and on again. Okay, on, double click. Double click again. Okay, now it's doing that. Okay, remember, keep the camera pointed toward you, or away from you, and do a toss. And no, that did not work. So that was not in boomerang mode. Let's try it again. It says it is. It's lit up like it is. Let's try it again. There we go. Don't do it outdoors, folks. And that's the reason being. It'll keep on flying. You want to do that boomerang flying indoors. Let's try that one more time. This time I'm going to keep it low to the ground. And maybe the battery's getting weak at that point. One more try. Boomerang mode this way. No, that battery's weak. So that's the end of the flight time, folks. Again, be careful with boomerang mode outdoors. It may fly away from you. So that's the DRC mini drone. Hope you enjoyed this flight. It's Quadcopter 101 signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.